Lost the plot.
Hi again, it's been a while since I've been down to the garden. I've been busy and the children have not been very well. But my gran has been keeping on top of things while I've been away. Lots of things to getting on with the day. I've got some field beans which I know I need to put in. So I want to put them in. I'll show you around where the green manure that I put in a couple of weeks ago, how that's coming on because it's thriving now. I'm inside the top greenhouse at the minute. I've got soil down here, which is virgin soil from what I pulled up the flagstones from inside here. I've fed that. I'm going to found some lettuce seeds, some overwinter lettuce seeds, the Arctic King ones, which I'm going to put in as well, and give you an update on how things have been progressing. The garlic as well, the garlic shot up as well, but I'll show you that later on. I've got tomatoes to start coming out, the rest of the tomatoes that's in the pots. I've got the sweet corn, which I've already pulled up. It's just the roots and the base which need digging up, and that land needs digging over. Which I've got pumpkins in as well. I'll cut them off because they just need ripening now. Then also I've got my apples to come off my tree and the pears to come off the tree and start to saw through and wrap up in paper and so forth with the pears. With the apples, that's going to be turned into apple juice, which I'm going to start making my cider with. I was hoping to get the cider done today, but my cheesecloth hasn't come yet, so that's going to have to be put on hold. But I will be picking my apples off today because with a lot of the strong winds that we've had up here in the northeast of England, the storm knocked loads of apples off my tree, which of course as soon as the apples are blown off the tree, they land on the floor, and then there's more prone to getting bruised and damaged, and they don't store well. So, well, like I say, I'm going to be cutting them up and making me juice for my cider with them in any case, but it's always nice to have nice clean apples to get that started with. So I'm going to get started, have a look around, see what's been going on, and I'm going to go and make a start, see how my beans are, my chilies and things like that. So I'll take you through the garden in a little bit. Since the last video I did, I've removed all my sweet corn. Now my sweet corn is all in my bucket here, all ready for taking home and storing. I'll open a couple of them up, show you how we've come along. Done quite well. What's been left is, after all I've done is cut off the bottoms about a foot. I've chopped all them up. Bit of a mess like. All I've done, I've chopped them up and put them in a compost heap. I've just got them to dig up today. Being careful of me pumpkins. So I've got to get that done. I want to get that done now. As for my apples, like I mentioned before, all of these ones are the ones that's fallen down off the tree. Huge apples, fantastic, great stuff. I don't even know what variety they are. Let's say I took my garden over last September, but there's still plenty of apples on the trees here, which I need to take off. And I've got some dropped on the floor as well. I've got to hold this up as well because we're just starting to come back through. So yeah, I'm going to get kind of crack on. Well, that's all the fruit off the trees, all done and dusted. I've got all my pears off the tree as well, which I've just got to empty out now with my bucket. That was all that was left on the trees. So they're all going with the other ones. I picked the ones up. The birds have been eating the apples and the pears, so it was definitely the right time to start getting them off, because they've started being nibbling away. But I'll cut them off and I'll use them ones first. I'll eat them ones first. But I do believe that these pears are cooking pears, because they seem to stay hard for a long time. Then they start going soft, basically from the inside out over. These were well watered this year as well, so I know that's good juice in them. So I've got an abundance of them. So I'm going to have a look into it and possibly even juice these down and see if I can make a bit of perry. Now, if I remember correctly, the last time I had a look at making the cider, the apple cider, the perry took about 6 months, 6 to 8 months to ferment. So I'll have to do some research when it comes to that. But all the fruits off the tree, so the trees are all bare. What I'll do next is, in a couple of weeks' time, possibly a couple of months' time, is trim them all down. So any branches that's crossing, I'll cut them off Any branches that's too high, I'll cut them off, because I just want to have them just above head height, maybe 7 foot tall, so I don't have to get any ladders to reach the fruit to come next year. And also it helps the trees push new branches out, more fruit, so it basically helps the tree, give them a trim anyways. So yeah, I'm going to get, so that's one job done. I'm going to get, next thing is I'm going to go in the top greenhouse and I'm going to start sorting them lettuce seeds out. So yeah, I'll see you once I've either done that, or I'll put you on and watch us do that. So yeah. Right, I'm going to put this overwintering lettuce in here. It's Arctic King, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of two rows, 2 trenches. Got a flat board to use, so I've got a straight line. I'm just busy making a trench so I can just sprinkle the seeds in. Like I say, I fed this soil with some chicken pellets, some bone meal and fish blood and bone over the past week and a half. So it should be enough to keep it going over the winter. Just found as well, when I've been tidying all my tomato seeds and everything up, I've been brushing all the soil in between the paving slabs that I've got, and I've came in today and I've noticed that there was loads and loads of tomato seedlings poking through between the cracks in the paving slabs. So I'm going to have to bear in mind for future to make sure I pick all the tomatoes up for the seeds stopped growing everywhere and anywhere they want, especially come winter, because there's definitely no chance in hell they're going to grow. So, trench there, I'll open this up, must be lightly, gently sprinkling them over. I'll tell you what I'll do first. I'll just make this other row, flip that over so I've got plenty of space to get my hoe in if needed. And this is the first time I've ever done this, so we'll see what happens over the winter and we'll see what happens come spring. But like I say, they're only lettuce, so it shouldn't take that long to grow up. I'll just pick and choose and crop them when I get a chance. Now under the camera down here, I've got a little square patch where I found a couple of cloves of garlic which I didn't forget, they dropped on the floor. So I've just put them in here. I'm just going to see how they go. I know that the cloves need cold for to be able to form separate individual, like the bulbs need cold so they can form the separate bulbs, separate cloves from the bulb. But I'll see how things go with it. I can always just put them back in again next year. I'm going to have plenty of garlic by the looks of things, especially going off. I've just had a look outside there, and there's a fair few, but I'll show you that in a second. So what I'm going to do is gently sprinkle these lettuce in the trench that I've made. I've got to be careful because they just fly out the packet and they're tiny seeds. Knock down this one. All in. So I've got to do now is just put them down, cover them up, and I'm not going to water these in because the ground's damp enough to start with. Cover them over. that, and then we'll just have to see how it goes. But if there's a spare piece of land and there's nothing growing in it over winter, then it's gonna get filled. I've got to, what's that done? I just need to mark it off, what I will do in a second. I've got, stick that there for the 2 minutes so I don't forget. I've got to move all the sweet corn, like I mentioned before, and what I'm going to put in there, I want to put some more onions in, some more Japanese onions in. The white ones, because the red ones don't seem to be doing anything at the minute. Well, I'll show you that in a minute. So I've still got a big bag of onions which need putting in, which are over here. So I've got to go through them, pick out the large ones, and once I've dug over that ground over there, because it's already been fed, I'll pop these bad boys in. But for now, in the greenhouse, that's all done, so I'll get on with the next job before my son comes, because little Kyle's coming over. Well, his mummy goes to work, so I've got my little helper coming to give us a hand. So I've got the fire on to keep him warm, even though it is quite warm up here the day. I've got it on, and I'll find some little jobs for him to do, because he likes to come and dig as well. So I'll see you in a little while, but you might see Kyle on the next one. One more thing before I go, I forgot to mention that while I was in the greenhouse, I might as well give you a quick look around in here. So at the minute I've got weeds growing where my elephant garlic should be. So I've got my elephant garlic in here in these different pots. I've got compost mixed with old garden compost mixed with old compost in here, just to see. And I've got some new compost in here with some garden compost. And there's, like I've mentioned in the past, there's weed seeds in here, but thankfully I've picked up on that, and the compost heap I've been down to is starting to get warm. So all I need to do now is turn that over, which is another job to do, which I will get done either today or tomorrow, see how things go. But yeah, I've had a look to see, because there's no growth. I didn't think there was any growth on these elephant garlic, and I thought I might lose them. I think I'll have to buy some more. So I've pulled one up, and that one doesn't seem to be doing much. But I've pulled another one up, and it's rooted. So I'm gonna leave the rest of them in. I'm gonna pop that one back inside. Some inside the compost again, just leave them be. But they started making an appearance. So I've got that to do. I bought some Power Burgundy border dahlias. That's them ones there. I bought some of them, but when they arrived in the post, they weren't too clever, because they've been left. Because the postman didn't leave it where I asked him to leave it. So I ended up having to go down and collect them. By the time I got and collect them, they looked like they started to die over. But I've managed to trim them out, and as you can see, there's some new growth sprouting on there. And them ones. So I'll just have to wait and see how they go. But once again, I bought them cheap. They were reduced, so everything seems to be popping up. Everything that I buy reduced started popping up. So like I say, it's a good time to pick up anything that looks like it's partially dying, but you know it's going to come back, because you're not going to, if it's a summer flowering plant and it's already died back and they've got it unreduced, then there's a good chance that it's going to come back next year. So there's no point in buying a plant if it's already flowering. You may as well get it beforehand. That's what I did with the hanging baskets. That's at my home, in my own back garden, which I've put a picture on the Lost the Plot Facebook page. I bought them hanging baskets for £1, reduced from £5 from Morrison's, and they've went, they're lovely. They're lovely. But I've got also in here, I've got some Dutch irises, which I planted about 3-4 weeks ago. So I've got, they're just starting to come up there now. I left these in the greenhouse. Of course, once again, weeds are coming through, so I've kept on top of them. But yeah, they're starting to poke their heads through as well, which I'm pleased about. I've got my tomatoes in here. which they'll be coming out because they're done now, not going to get any bigger. I'll just take all the tomatoes off and let them ripen again. But other than that, in here it's just be a case of getting ready for the winter coming, basically. Put all the pots away, all the soil that's in the pots, it'll be going for flowers next year. I'll be putting into the raised beds, digging over. But yeah, that's what's happening in the top greenhouse at the minute. And I'm going to go and make a start on where the sweet corn was and where them dahlias are as well, because they seem to be, they're still going, but I'll show you them in a second. Well, the cavalry has arrived. Haven't we, Kyle? Eh? Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Oh, you're not hiding. Are you going to have Dad dig these sweet corn up? He's busy, he's already started. Haven't you? What we're doing is, the sweet corn, oh careful, stand up, sit. Get the sweet corn, feet up. And what Kyle's doing is, once I've done that, here son, there you go, what do you do with that? Little lad's putting it in the bucket, good lad, well done. We're going to get the rest of this done. Then we're going to pull the pumpkins up as well and cut the pumpkins off. So we'll see you in a little bit. Now it's time to put them into the compost heap. That's it, you put them in the compost bin. And big throw, that's it. Look, watch. Go throw it right at the back, look, like that. Right at the back. Kyle, do it. That's it, good lad, well done. Next one. Next one, you empty that bin, that barrel. Oh, that's a big one. 2 hands, that's it. That's it, good lad. Are you getting the next one? Oh, don't get the little bit, get the lots of it. Yeah, try to get him to help any way I can, as long as he enjoys it. Because if not, he'd just be bored. So we're going to empty this bin and we're going to get cracking on with the rest of it, tidied up and things like that. Right, we're going to get the pumpkins now, so we can dig these pumpkins up from where the sweet corn was. We're going to leave the beans in, because the beans are going strong there, all the beans. I want to show you this one, so what? Don't touch that button. Not helping, don't touch the button. Right, so this one here, I've got my shears. The pumpkin's off, so this pumpkin here which was hiding. So can Kyle get the pumpkin? We'll see where it is. Yeah. No, don't touch that button. Right, so this one here, look at, you see that there? It's not sweet corn. It's a pumpkin. So what we're going to do, Kyle, look at. Everybody watching, oh, what I get in there. That should be it. Difficulty this one had it. And there we go. It's only a little one, but it'll do the little man. Give us a look, Kyle. Oh, he's waiting to put it in the bucket. Don't throw it in the bucket. And I've got that one down there to get as well. So we're going to get that one out as well. Go into the ones. And then we'll get cracking on with the next bit. Sweet corn done. So that's all the sweet corn. The land's ready, it's turned over. I'm going to put some chicken pellets on and let that settle down over the next couple of days. Then I can get started with some more onions in there. I've left these runner beans on, these are the Black Star ones. I'm just letting them go. Letting them go, collecting the seed. And storing them in glass jars. Drying them off first and storing them in glass jars. The next bit which I realised as I was walking up and down the garden is I'm going to get this bit done next. This was a bit of a failure this year, but I decided to try and make a little house with some willow sticks for the kids to play with, put the beans and things in. It didn't really work, so I'll be doing something a bit different next year with the French Clermont beans. I'm going to collect all the beans once again, store them, keep them for seed for next year. That's lettuce in there as well. sunflower which I've got, which I've went to seed as well. Just keep a bit of that and I'll see how things go with that next year as well. But I've got to clean all this out and get all this sorted out, because like I say, I'm going to put onions in there, and I might even put the red ones in here, see how things go here. See if they help me. But for the time being, I'm going to get these pulled out, and I've got some morars there as well which need pulling out. So I'm going to get sorted out with this bit as well, and see what next job I've got. I'm going to have a coffee after that. I'm starting to get a bit much. And with the little man that's come over, partner's brought some food, so we're going to have a little munch. So once I've sorted this out, I'll probably get an update on the garden then until the next one. So we'll get started again. It's me and my little help I've done for the day. I've getting a fair bit done for only being here already, but be here for a couple of hours. So hi Kyle. Hiya. So yeah, I'll just show you what I've done today, and I'll show you around the garden as well. So I'm getting the pumpkins out of there. I just need to take the rest of the pumpkin remains out of there. All the apples are off the tree now. All the pears are off the trees. Mustard seed for the green manure is going absolutely rampant. It's great. Covered the entire bed there, so I've got no worries about weeds and things like that. And once that gets a bit further along, I'll dig all of that in. Then that should be sorted for over the winter for next year. I do have a gooseberry bush down the bottom there which I need to trim back. Me Brussels sprouts. Earlier in the last video, the caterpillars have annihilated it. Good. I've still got some. I've also got plenty of Brussels sprouts on there. So it's the first time growing them. I'm still happy with them. I'll take them home, put them in the freezer. To be honest, I think I'm going to have to buy another freezer for the amount of produce that's going in. So all of these will be getting dug out shortly off the stalk. Garlic, right, garlic. This is where I put the garlic from my last video. Well, when I've come, what I've noticed straight away is the Germador, 2 rows of Germador, they've come up. So have the Casablanca. The white ones, which I've grown myself from last year's seed, haven't popped up yet, but these are all up. So we've got 2 rows here, 2 rows here. So it's a good start for them. Look at that. Little troublemaker. He's been very helpful today. That's where the sweet corn was. It's now all dug over, ready for what I decide to do with it. I'm either going to put the onions in here, or I'm going to put field beans in here for the green manure. I'm swaying towards the field beans in this one, and the onions in the other side. I'm going to whack across these now. So dahlias, still plenty there. I don't know the names of half of these. I now know to keep hold of all the tags and everything like that. But they are really pretty. But like I said before, what I'm going to do is with these is I'm going to buy some more for the winter, and I'm going to potentially use 1 or 2 of these beds, put them in the middle, stake them up, because I've seen a few people do it that way. Because I get a good showing of these dahlias, so I'd rather move these. My favourite ones are red ones, which I've worked out, I believe are called Duet. They're nice, they're pretty, but the ones I took from last week still haven't died yet, so I don't need them yet. Chilies, that's outside, starting ripening off. The winds are blowing them over, but I'll leave it. But we're getting some nice chilies on there. They're better chilies on the outside than they were inside the greenhouse. That one there. So I might use this as a chilli bed for next year, depending on how things go with the sunroom. Built this rope broccoli. I've just left that. Caterpillars have started having their fun with that as well. So I've just been going off, taking them off. If need when, I'll see what happens with them. Leeks. Rusty leeks. They're getting bigger. These autumn mammoths, these are the first time I've grown I've ever grown leeks. It's the first time I've ever grown them. I did have some last year, but they're from the previous allotment holder. But they've grown these from seed myself, so there's enough there for to do us over the winter. I've got my first lot of Japanese onions in there. They're all coming up, white ones. I've got my red ones in here. Red ones haven't really shown much, but as I say that, you can see they're just starting to show there now as well. And a couple of them. I've got to work out where I'm going to put these two. These are the hydrangeas that I got at the bargain, 50p each. I still need to work out where I need to put them. I don't know why he's coming off there. Bye Kyle! Bye! How you going? Careful, remember to walk. Green manure, I've got rye, graze and rye in here. I put this in about 4 or 5 days ago, and as you can see, it's starting to come up there now, can it? I've got the same in here, but what I've done here is I've dug it over and I've just sprinkled it on. With this one, it was dug over a while ago and I just sprayed it on top, and by the looks of things, just sprinkling it on top and stamping it down, flattening it down with my feet is working better than that one, so I know that for next time. I've got crimson clover in here, green manure. There's just basically a clump of it there. There's not much left up there now. The last guy who had the garden, and I've noticed as well, across the top of here, I'm having loads of bother and loads of problems. The growing is better from here down over than it is from there, the first 1.5 foot up there. I don't know why that is. Let's go over next year as well. I decided just to get rid of everything from here, so all the twigs, all the branches, the willows no good. I've collected loads of beans ready for next year, so I'll dry them off, keep them for seed for next year. But that's all ready to go. Like I say, I don't know, I'll probably just be putting onions in here once the land settles down a bit, because I've dug that all over. Inside a mini greenhouse, pepper and chilli greenhouse. These are the biggest peppers I've getting so far is this one, the yellow one. I love some nice colours. There are nice colours on these. So I've got a couple of red ones there. Now this was just an experiment for this year because I didn't have the pots. Now, like I said before, I've used the plastic bottles. You can see all the root system in there. Well, they've got a good root system. It's just the pots aren't big enough. They needed more soil and more nutrients, which I now know, and I now know for next year as well. Chilies that were inside, they're just drying off on the plant. Take them off. And this one here, this habanero, is still going as well. Put a bit of feed in this one, and once again, same again. Plant pot's too small. So, and I've got the onions here from last year. They're the Japanese onions from last year still. Still hot. I'll keep checking on them. Now I'm going to need plenty of these because, for those that know, I'm getting married on the 23rd of December. Anyway, Mum and I'm going to help my Mum, but my Mum is going to be helping make pies, corned beef pie. So there's plenty of onions there for my Mum to use from last year. Dug out the way because I've got a spider web there. Kyle, stop doing that, little sausage. When I was digging this out as well, I found, well I did find because I forgot I had bought them, some hyacinth bulbs, hyacinth bulbs. Now these were in 2 separate pots and they were hidden at the back there. Now as you seen in the last bit before there, it was a mess. It's an absolute mess. I found them, so what I've done is I've gotten a larger pot. I've mixed some compost, some garden compost up, put a little bit of chicken pellets in, mixed it up, then pop these in so they've got a good feed. I'm going to get a good feed from now on as well, and just pop the pots from the smaller pots into the larger pots. I'm going to put some, because I know I've got some, I forget what they're called now, I will remember when I finish the video. I've got some little bulbs to put in there, which will make that look lovely when it comes to the springtime. I've got cabbages in here. There's still nice cabbages in here. They're the red cabbage. Massive them, they're nice big cabbages them. Got greyhound there. A couple that's been on, but still be good. Which not very good. They're not very good. I mean, this is, I've just left this. Just left it. There's a good one. There's a nice one. That's a nice one. But I put loads of different varieties in here. Once again, at the top of the bed, there's not much growth going on the top of the bed for weeds. And I've got another set of cabbage. I've got a load of cabbage over there as well. If you can find them with the weeds. So there's one there. I put it 60 to 70. There's a raw greyhound there. Oh, they're only tiny, but I suppose they'll die for a dinner or so. I'm getting some more of this mesh as well. I'm getting some more of this mesh for next year. So that's going to be. I'm going to have better security from the bugs and the birds next year. Build some frames. Carrots. This carrot bed's just a mess as well. I just saw this out. This carrot bed. I'm still getting carrots from next door as well. So I'm still getting carrots from in here as well. Just pick and choose when I want them. Very happy with them carrots. Just pop that back in. Still got plenty. Now still got them. These ones, they were about a month and a half behind these ones. Parsnips, they've all got canker. So I found out last time. Same with them ones as well, but I'll leave them for the frost to see if they taste this. They still taste alright. Just to cut the top section off. Bottom greenhouse, I need to get rid of all these tomatoes. That's my next job. Next day I come down. All the tomatoes are going to be coming out. The bucket's all sorted out. It smells lovely in here now because I brought these Italian rosemary plants in. I dig these out from over where I'd had the willow house with the French runner beans, Clayman Lake beans. I've just put them in some fresh compost, garden compost, fresh compost, so they'll be staying in over the winter. But it smells lovely in here now. Sweet potatoes. I'm trying to let this go on. Let us go on, see if it gets any better. I've got my grapevine as well. That should come to life for next year. I'll get that trained up. But other than that, hello Trouble. Me lifts here. I'm getting some heat from the compost heap now. I've got to sprinkle some more of that compost maker on, and I've got to try and turn that over. That's going to be a good laugh. Trying to turn that over. Good, all done and dusted. So yeah, I'll get this uploaded today. The next time I come along, I'll be sorting them tomatoes now, but I think I'm getting a fair bit done today. So thanks very much for watching, and see you later. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see and let you follow my progress, please like my Facebook page, Dean's Lost the Plot. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is on my Facebook page, and get updates whenever I upload new videos. Thanks now.